Hi everybody, it's Jennifer, and tonight I'm going to take you back to school on diffusing. So behind me I have a few of my diffusers. I've got the home diffuser, I've got the dewdrop diffuser, and the beautiful Aria diffuser, the Bentley of diffusers. And I wanted to share with you that no matter which diffuser you choose, you're going to benefit the same from the effects of the essential oils, and you're going to use your essential oils the exact same way. Now, who will benefit from diffusing? Everyone's going to benefit from diffusing, and it's honestly the most preferred way that new members start using their essential oils is by diffusing. So tonight, whether you're a parent or a teacher or a student yourself, you're going to find some of this information to be quite helpful for you. So why is diffusing so great? Well, scents are powerful, and it's the best and fastest way to reach the mood center of your brain through your nose. In literally less than 1 second, essential oils hit the limbic system and have the power to affect our mood and our emotions. Now, this can be quite handy with if you're a parent or a teacher. I'm going to share some science information with you that I think you're going to find interesting. So according to the United States National Library of Medicine, imaging studies in humans help show effects that smells have on the limbic system pathways. Basically, this means that they can actually see smells affecting people through brain scans. And I think this is pretty fascinating to hear this information. So they have actual science to back this up. And then I came across a lot of studies. One study was done in 1990 on peppermint oil, and it's said that peppermint increases your alertness, focus, and concentration. And then another study shortly after that said that peppermint essential oil also enhances accuracy and memory. So that's pretty helpful for all of the students. In your classroom, you could diffuse peppermint probably the entire day. An English study says that rosemary essential oil increases memory and alertness. A British study says that lavender and rosemary diffused or inhaled before math problems showed that there was increased alertness, and they solved more accurately and faster for math problems. This would have been helpful to know when I was in school. Let's see, vetiver and cedarwood are really good for students that can't really sit still in their seat and they can't really pay attention. This is a good one to handle those issues with students that may have those struggles. Now, the Japanese have several studies. They must really love their essential oils because I found tons of information from Japan. Now, this one was new to me. So a Japanese study said that lavender inhaled during breaks. Now, this study was done for adults at work, but it would also work the exact same way for a student. So if you inhale lavender on your breaks, then when you get back to work or back to school, then you're going to have increased concentration. I think that's pretty cool. Now, a couple more things that I learned from Japanese studies was that if you were to diffuse lemon and rosemary in the morning and then lavender and orange in the evening, then you would have increased cognitive function. And they did another study on lemon. They did for typing accuracy. So those that inhaled lemon essential oil had increased typing accuracy. They had 54% less mistakes. And then they found that those that inhaled jasmine had 33% less mistakes, and then those that inhaled lavender had 20% less mistakes. So these are really powerful, and they have studies to back up this information, and so it certainly would work for you and your student or your class if you're a teacher. Now, when do you diffuse? Now, in my home, when I am home, I have my diffuser going in whichever room I am at. So, and I just tweak it to what's going on at that particular moment. Now, in the morning, to kind of curb the grumpiness, I would probably diffuse lemon. Lemon is very bright and cheery and an uplifting scent. You could add also a couple drops of joy just to boost spirits. And orange and peppermint is another great combination. So really any of your citrus oils would be a great oil to diffuse in the morning. Now, for teachers, during your class time, testing time, or if you're giving lessons of something that you really want these children to truly remember, or if you're a homeschooling mom, or homework time when the kids come home, according to these studies, I would say peppermint would be a great one to diffuse. Now, just as well in my home, but I also say if you're a teacher and back to school, all these kids are coming together and they're sharing their sniffles and their coughs and all of those other lovely things. Thieves would be a great one to diffuse in your classroom. This could drastically help keep the attendance up in your classroom, and I highly recommend it, just the same that I do in my home when I have people come in, especially at certain times of the year. But I think for back to school, Thieves is a great oil to diffuse. Now in the evening, I don't know about you, but my kids turn into crazy people at 5 o'clock, almost on the dot, almost every single day. And so instead of getting sucked into that crazy mom mode, I actually just diffuse some calming oils. And my favorite to diffuse at this time of day would be Peace and Calming, because it literally does change the mood in the room and have a peaceful and calming tone. Now, at bedtime for diffusing, after probably a great detox bath for my student with essential oils, I would also recommend diffusing at bedtime. Lavender and cedarwood are great suggestions for bedtime diffusing recipe. It just promotes restful sleep that everyone needs and gets them ready for the next big day of learning. So that's diffusing. I hope you found this information helpful and that you found the studies just as interesting as I did. So comment below, what is your favorite diffusing recipe for your little student? All right, continue learning tonight. This has been a great class.